Now we're doing Be'ez Hashem Yisborach, Daf Mem Gimel Amid Beis. We're going to the Dafim of the Old Yerushalmi. It's Perik Ele Dvarim, in middle of Halacha Hey. It says in the Mishnah, Shlomim L'Shem Pesach, B'Yeshua Poiter. So Gemara explains, what is this talking about? Mishnita B'Sava B'Yeshua Pesach, Ishchot L'Shem Pesach. We're talking that here, obviously the whole tour is because he's taught with Var Mitzvah. It means he thought it's a Pesach. In reality, it's a Shlomim, right? But it looks for him like a Pesach. It's 1 year old. And he thought he's doing a Mitzvah. And that's why it's Potter. Let's say he knew that's a Shlomim. He thought that he didn't know this halacha. He thought he wanted to do a mitzvah, and he thought even more. He thought that, let's say a person doesn't have a carbon pesach, he can change. He has a choice to take a shlomim and convert it into a pesach. That's what he thought. He made such a mistake. It means ein zetavid bar mitzvah. No, this is not. We don't give him this credit. Ein basiyase mitzvah. Rabbi Yasa Omer yesh basiyase mitzvah. Yeah, it is considered a Torah b'dvar mitzvah. He made a mistake. He thought that this is allowed to change the shlomim, so we consider him like a Torah b'dvar mitzvah. So the Gemara says now, "B'staber the Rabbana b'kadmaise, the B'yasa b'achraise." So we realized before, the Amad before, we also had a machlokes between Rabbana and Rabbi Yasa, and there the Gemara says Rabbana is the one that said that it's this is the I'm gonna go back to Amud before. You'll see the case here. It's a different story. There we're talking about. We said it's a very interesting story. He only was mashana this to Shem Oila because he thought it's a shlomim. So it's like the akira was only chal is only in his mind because he thought it's a shlomim. Had he known it's a pesach, he wouldn't have done it. So Ramana says it's not a problem. It's still a carbon kosher, so that's why it's good. So there he says that Ramana is right. So in other words, he's not chai v'chatas because the akira is not chal. And here Biasa is right that it, again. So Kitzer, you're passing the kula in both stories, even though these are two unrelated stories. I don't see any connection between these two stories. It's totally different stories, totally different stories. But Gemara is machriya by the first case like Ramana that it's yesh bas yasa mitzvah because, as we said, it's not considered an akira. This fact, since he thought he only made akira al data dahacha, it's not considered an akira, and made it a kosher carbon. And here we pass like Rabbi Yasa that yesh bas yasa mitzvah again because he thought that you're allowed to change. So it's a Torah b'dvar mitzvah. He knew it's a shlomim, but he thought the halacha is that you're allowed to change the shlomim Shem Pesach. So it's avada. It's not. He's not doing the right thing. He's shechting a shlomim here. A shlomim, not like shechting a shlomim on Shabbos. But just as we say that the guy thought it's a Pesach, and he thought about mitzvah, the same thing if he thought that you can change the shlomim Shem Pesach, it's also thought about mitzvah. Okay. Amrim, they said, Leis adoder ablezer to sub. Now the Gemara goes into a new. This is like a new paragraph here. Leis adoder ablezer to sub al hoder pshia. So Rabbi Lezer in the Mishnah we see answered back something on Rabbi Yeshua. Noah says it's not a good answer on Rabbi Yeshua. Do yachol meimele? You can say heich atem shiveni medover shadake lecholav adover shein dake l'chalav. So the Gemara goes on this the Kal V'chomer of Rabbi Lezer. Rabbi Lezer is saying that for sure it should be a problem. Ma'adach if you shech the shlomim Pesach l'shem shlomen. It's a problem. Kaluchomer a shlomen l'shem Pesach. It's a problem. He says not true. We just said there's no reason to shech the Pesach l'shem shlomen, but the shlomen shem Pesach you thought, yeah, that means Torah by mitzvah. You thought that it's a Pesach. That's why you shech the shem Pesach. Gemara says another point. But lo ador the Rabbi Shua teshuva al the Rabbi Lezer. The same thing is that Rabbi Shua's answer is not a good answer on Rabbi Lezer. Why? Yochel meimele ari pischus shel Reuven sheshchot l'shem Shimon ari shenol l'davar kosher v'teim b'chayev. He said that since you're Mashana L'Shem, that's what Rabbi Shua is answering back. Since you're Mashana L'Shem Adover, that's okay. It's not a problem. Since you're Mashana L'Shlom Hashem Pesach, okay. But you're Mashana L'Dover, that's Doicha Shabbos. However, the Gemara says it's not true. If you shech the Pesach Shel Reuven L'Shem Shimon, Yechayev. You don't say that it's not a problem because who asked you to change it for the wrong thing? So if you pay Shlei Shem Bailam, right? If you shech the Pesach L'Shem Bailam, it's not. It's even a pshua. It will agree Yechayev Chatas. So we say you don't say since this is nitten lidlochis. No, it's not nitten to do the wrong thing to shech the Pesach Shel Reuven L'Shem Shimon. Now we go to the Mishnah Rameir. Rameir says Hashoichet L'Shem Emur Tzibah Potter. He says even more than Pshua. Even if you shech the thing the shame to meet them in Musafim. You had a kebbus in the Azara. The kebbus was somebody's private oila, and the kohen decided to shech the shem to meet them Musafim. So he says that you potter. Even if you shech the calf, Egel Hashem Pesach, Avdal Edoma Klal. It doesn't hold you need any type of resemblance. Say since you shechted Hashem Dover Mutter, it's okay. Yeah, you didn't know you're big on earth. You thought that you could shech the Egel. We don't care as long as you had the zin the Shem Dover Hamutter, the Shem Emur Tzibur, or the Shem Hashem Pesach. Achmam and Atarte. Achmam and Aduvash Yesh the Kitzvah, but Bedosh ain't Dr. Schalaf. The main part of Philip Yesh Kitzvah, but ain't Darkoi. The mayor says even Aduvash Yesh the Kitzvah, there's a Kitzvah. Plus, it's ain't Dr. Schalaf. It's still a mayor patas. That's a mayor's Chiddush. It's not Dr. Schalaf because Egel, right? The Egel is ain't Dr. Schalaf. So I think I'll put here this in the big letters. You should understand that this goes on the Egel. It's ain't darker as Chalaf. Okay, this is the end of Daf Mem Gimel Amud Beis.